Yo, we talking about Drake and Kendrick Lamar, two of the most influential artists in the hip-hop scene today. Their impact on the genre is undeniable and their rivalry has become the stuff of legend. Two of the biggest names in hip-hop, both are incredibly talented. Drake, with his smooth melodies and catchy hooks, has dominated the charts for years. Kendrick, with his thought-provoking lyrics and powerful messages, has earned critical acclaim and a loyal fan base. Both have changed the game. But there's tension, man, a real rivalry. It's not just about who has the most hits or the biggest fan base. It's about who represents the true essence of hip-hop. It's been brewing for years. Ever since they both burst onto the scene, there's been a sense of competition. They've taken shots at each other in their lyrics, and fans have debated endlessly about who's better. This ain't no publicity stunt. This is real. The tension between them is palpable, and it's fueled by their different approaches to music and their contrasting personalities. We're talking about a clash of styles, a battle for the throne. Drake, the hitmaker, the global superstar. Kendrick, the lyricist, the conscious voice. Each brings something unique to the table, and that's what makes this rivalry so fascinating. Drake, with his ability to create chart-topping hits, has a massive appeal. His music is played in clubs, on the radio, and at parties. He's a master of crafting songs that get stuck in your head. Kendrick, on the other hand, uses his platform to address social issues and tell stories that resonate on a deeper level. His lyrics are like poetry, and his performances are powerful and moving. They represent different sides of hip-hop. Drake embodies the commercial success and mainstream appeal, while Kendrick represents the artistic integrity and the voice of the people. Their feud is a reflection of the broader debate within the hip-hop community about what the genre should be, and their feud reflects that. It's not just about personal animosity, it's about what they stand for and what they represent. Fans are divided, and the media loves to play up the drama. Social media is ablaze with debates and discussions about who's the better artist. This ain't just about music, though. It's about respect. It's about legacy. Who's the greatest? Who's going to be remembered as the king of this era? These are the questions that fuel the rivalry and keep fans engaged. Who's going to be remembered as the king of this era? Let's dive into this, break it down. We'll look at their careers, their music, and their impact on the culture. We'll hear from fans, critics, and other artists to get a full picture of what makes this rivalry so compelling. From the early days to right now, we'll trace their journeys from their humble beginnings to their rise to stardom. We'll explore the key moments and milestones that have defined their careers and their rivalry. This is Drake versus Kendrick, the ultimate hip-hop feud. Get ready to dive deep into the world of hip-hop and discover what makes these two artists so special and why their rivalry has captured the imagination of fans around the world.
Let's rewind to the early 2010s. It was a time when hip-hop was evolving and the streets were buzzing with new sounds and fresh talent. The culture was vibrant and the energy was palpable. Drake was already a star. He had a unique blend of rap and R&B that resonated with a wide audience. His charisma and lyrical prowess were undeniable. Take Care had just dropped, and it was a game changer. The album showcased his versatility and solidified his place in the industry. He was topping charts, breaking records, and collecting awards. Drake was on top of the world, and it seemed like nothing could stop his momentum. Meanwhile, Kendrick Lamar was coming up, making noise with Section 80. His raw, authentic style and thought-provoking lyrics were gaining attention. There were whispers then, subtle jabs in their lyrics. Nothing direct, but the tension was building. Fans and critics alike could sense that something big was brewing. But you could feel the tension. In the studios, in the streets, and in the music itself. It was like a storm was on the horizon, and everyone was waiting for it to break. Both artists knew they were on a collision course. Their paths were destined to cross, and when they did, it would be monumental. Then, in 2013, Kendrick dropped control, and everything changed. The track was a bold statement, a declaration of war in the hip-hop world. That verse, man, it shook the whole industry. Kendrick called out his peers, challenging them to step up their game. It was a wake-up call that no one could ignore. He called out Drake by name, challenged his spot. It was a direct confrontation, something rarely seen in the industry. The message was clear. Kendrick was here to take over. The game was officially on. The rivalry between Drake and Kendrick Lamar would go down in history as one of the most exciting and influential periods in hip-hop. Fans were divided, debates were sparked, and the music that followed was nothing short of legendary.
Kendrick's control verse wasn't just a diss, it was a statement. He called out the entire game, Drake included. He said, "I'm trying to murder you niggas." The hip-hop world went crazy. Everyone was talking about it. Even President Obama weighed in, calling Kendrick's verse one of the best verses of the year. Drake couldn't ignore it. He responded, "Of course." But it was subtle, calculated. He wasn't going to give Kendrick the satisfaction of a full-blown beef, at least not yet.
The years that followed were a game of chess. Drake and Kendrick traded subliminal shots in their lyrics. They'd diss each other's styles, their crews, their success. But it was always veiled, never direct. They both knew that a full-on war of words could get messy. They were both at the top of their game. They didn't need the drama. The tension was always there though, like a simmering pot, waiting to boil over. And in 2023, it finally did.
Section 5, 2023. Things get heated. The feud reignites. Something shifted in 2023. The gloves came off. Maybe it was the release of their respective albums. Maybe it was just time. Whatever the reason, the Drake and Kendrick feud reignited, and this time, it was personal. Drake took shots at Kendrick on his album, Honestly, Nevermind. Kendrick fired back on his album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. The disses were direct, brutal, and impossible to ignore.
Section 6 diss tracks and Twitter fingers, the battle rages on. The feud spilled over onto social media. Drake and Kendrick traded jabs on Twitter. They used their platforms to throw shade and fuel the fire. Then came the diss tracks. Drake dropped For All the Dogs, a scathing attack on Kendrick's artistry and personal life. Kendrick responded with The Heart Part 5, a lyrical masterpiece that dissected Drake's insecurities. The hip-hop world was captivated. Every new track, every tweet, was analyzed and debated. The feud had become a cultural phenomenon. Section 7. Where do we stand now? The current state of play. So, where do things stand now? The feud is still simmering. Both Drake and Kendrick are playing it close to the chest. They haven't released any new diss tracks lately. But the tension is palpable. You can feel it in their music, in their interviews. The question is, will they ever bury the hatchet, or is this a feud that will continue for years to come? Only time will tell.
Section 8. Hip-hop's heavyweight, bout impact and influence. One thing's for sure. The Drake and Kendrick feud has had a major impact on hip-hop. This rivalry has not only captivated fans, but has also set the stage for a new era in the genre. The tension between these two giants has created a buzz that transcends music, influencing fashion, language, and even social movements. It's pushed both artists creatively. Drake and Kendrick have had to dig deep into their artistic reservoirs, producing some of their most innovative work to date. Their lyrical battles have become a masterclass in storytelling, wordplay, and emotional expression. It's forced them to elevate their game. Each new track, each new verse, is a testament to their relentless pursuit of excellence. The competition has driven them to explore new sounds, experiment with different styles, and push the boundaries of what hip-hop can be. The feud has also sparked countless debates and discussions about hip-hop. Fans and critics alike have dissected every lyric, every beat, every public statement. These conversations have enriched the culture, bringing new perspectives and deeper understanding of the art form. It's made people think about the genre in new ways. The rivalry has highlighted the diversity within hip-hop, showcasing its ability to evolve and adapt. It's a reminder that hip-hop is a living, breathing entity, constantly growing and changing. It's reminded everyone that hip-hop is more than just music. It's a culture, it's a competition, it's a platform for self-expression and social commentary. The Drake and Kendrick feud has underscored the importance of authenticity and staying true to one's roots. It's a way of life. From the streets to the stage, hip-hop influences every aspect of its followers' lives. The feud has brought this to the forefront, showing how deeply intertwined the music is with the daily experiences of its fans. The feud has also inspired a new generation of rappers. Young artists look up to Drake and Kendrick, seeing their rivalry as a blueprint for success. It's a source of motivation, pushing them to hone their craft and strive for greatness. It's shown them that it's okay to be competitive, to be ambitious, to want to be the best. The feud has normalized the idea that competition can be healthy, driving innovation and excellence. It's a powerful message for aspiring artists that through hard work, dedication, and a bit of rivalry, they too can make their mark on the world of hip-hop.
Section 9. Stay tuned to the culture, it ain't over till it's over. The Drake and Kendrick feud is a reminder that hip-hop is a living, breathing thing. It's constantly evolving, and it's always full of surprises. So stay tuned, y'all, this ain't over yet. There's sure to be more twists and turns in the saga of Drake versus Kendrick. And when those moments happen, you know where to find me. Right here, breaking it all down for you.
Section 10. Sigu Krasi, your front row seat to the feud. For all the latest news and analysis on the Drake and Kendrick feud, make sure you're locked into Sigu Krasi. We've got you covered with exclusive interviews, behind-the-scenes footage, and expert commentary. Don't miss a single moment of this epic rivalry. Head over to Sigu Krasi now.
Section 11. The final word, Drake versus Kendrick, a legacy in the making. Look, love them or hate them, you can't deny the impact Drake and Kendrick have had on hip-hop. Their feud is just one chapter in their stories, and it's a chapter that's still being written. This is a rivalry for the ages. It's a testament to the power of hip-hop, and it's a reminder that even at the highest levels, the game is never over. Peace out.